Okay, so we're back to day one, but of week two, because I kind of started it all on day four, just to make it more confusing. So today, back into back squats, starting the week with back squats, with a built warmed up to 120, using the push system to again monitor my speed. Last week I did 120 and was struggling. I was struggling to keep over 0.58 meters per second, which is kind of using an RPE of about 7. So going off a nice little table of Kabuki strength, Chris Duffin, he's done a lot of work with kind of RPEs, percentage-based systems, and VBT, so velocity-based training. So I was just using that for the meantime, see how we get along with that. But yeah, my speed was much better using the 120. I felt good for 12. Big things I was kind of focusing on today. I've done a bit of working on ankle dorsiflexion again. That's always been an issue with me, and one that was kind of highlighted again, that I need to really work on that again, to help with my just staying more upright and just help with everything above. Your ankles are the most important joint in your body, and your feet, so it's just taking a bit more care over those. So I worked a bit more on my ankle dorsiflexion. I've got some videos on my Instagram, you can see of what sort of drills I was doing. You can head over there. So I went up to 130. I did that for 2 sets. Because on the third set, I started slowing down a bit too much. And so, I went back down to 120 for the fourth set. But 130, it looked smooth. But again, remember the RP was 7, so it was, you should have like 3 odd reps left in the tank. The first 8, 9 felt great, and then it started just to accumulate a little bit. The other thing I was working on is just keeping that retraction in my shoulders, keeping tight in my upper back. It's like every morning now with my sort of Jumbiendo, I'm working on just doing some shin work, so calves or tibialis anterior to help with dorsiflexion, and then also upper back work, so either doing like different types of flies, external rotator work, so rotator cuff and upper back, just to work on that. To get that stronger, so I'm going to do a little bit every day, just from different angles, different positions, different exercises to work on those guys. So now I've just gone into some snatch work. So I did a lot over the weekend looking at a lot of Coach Papayat's, if that's how you say it, it's work, because my coach at the moment is Eddie Zhang, who works with him or for him. He's doing a lot of my programming. So I've been looking at a lot of the Chinese technique, and the whole system I'm following is very much a Chinese system, which just works well and it feels really good. Like it's working, it feels nice. I really enjoy the system. It was kind of introduced to me via, be directed this way via Christian Thibodeau on his neurotyping complex. So I'm a type 2A, and he suggests that type 2A should be using more of a Chinese weightlifting system. Rather than a Bulgarian, Kazakh, Russian, whatever you want to call it. So I've been looking at that. So big thing with me, I was looking at the videos on Friday, and I was just jumping a lot, staying too upright at the very beginning of the lifts. So today I was like, right, let's go back to looking over the videos from the Chinese lifters. They're basically doing a lot of sort of power snatch, no jump, and power clean, no jump. They don't really move their feet, they slide them. There's no smashing of the feet, picking up the feet off the ground. And so I went back to that, and it felt really good. I remember in the past when I've done power snatch and jump, it felt really good. I've power snatched, no jumped up to like 130 before on a one-off, not really training it. And my max was 145, so it's naturally feels a lot better for me, I think, because I've always liked to be in control, and I think you have a lot more control of the bar in the power snatch no jump position, which is basically Chinese weightlifting technique. And the other thing I'm focusing on was just keeping the bar close. Again, one of the other philosophies of the Chinese system is just keeping the bar close, so going slow on the pull and then speeding up as you get to the hit, just making sure that bar is going. I'm tracing the outline of my legs with the bar. And it felt really good, like everything felt really, really good. So I managed to get up to 95. Last week I was doing my old technique. I did 90 just about, and then today I got up to 95, and I was power snatching most of it. It just feels a lot more efficient, and this is the kind of style I like. And even with cleans, I've before in the past done a 160 power clean, no jump. So I think this sort of style is just a lot better. The whole system, the style, everything just feels a lot better for me. So working that. So that was good. Got up to 95. Did a couple of sets of that. Then later on in the day, I did the sort of tertiary exercises, that as he calls them. So sort of bodybuilding movements. I did like walking lunges. Did like 4 lengths of the sports hall, just body weight. Went in some chin ups. So just going overhands, just trying to get wider and wider. When I can get 4 sets of 12, pardon me, I'll go a bit wider, go into wide grip, and then work back in again with a bit of weight and see what we can do. And then finished up with some plank work. So you can see with my hands, I'm trying to supinate and externally rotate through the shoulder. That was pretty hard. Did 3 sets of singles on that. 3 sets of 1 minute holds, which is pretty tough. So just trying to keep my hips up, but again, not many people you'll see externally rotating the shoulder. So I'll see you back for day 2.